I think this pretty much easily became my favorite show of the summer. I mean, we had the shows at Mansfield and then Bangor and Blossom, and now this. Wow. This is a sign of this how this run is going to go. I do not know. Well, and all right, we did have we had a problem here early. Even Trey had to address it. Trey, traditionally soft on the crowd, even he had to acknowledge. So we get a chalk dust here. Apparently it was chalk dust because as we go into Wilson, I'm sitting here on couch tour. I'm like, oh, nice, Wilson. And we hear, woo, woo. Instead of the Wilson chant, people were wooing to the point where Trey was like, all right, I'm not going to start Wilson until you guys get it right. He even kind of like, all right. And they more like defiantly were like, okay, it's Wilson, you dumbasses. And then the crowd transitions to the Wilson chant. And he was like, all right, there you go. Fucking bunch of, that's unbelievable, right? That's shameful. I feel like anybody caught wooing should have been removed probably from the premises, thrown in the ocean or something. Put their head in the sand, wet sand, deep. I don't know. I don't know. That's shameful, really. So we get a chalk dust opener. We'll take it. And then Wilson, that's amazing. Did put a little bit of a damper on it, I'll say. I don't know if I think the band was even feeling a little bit like, what are we doing? Who are we performing for exactly? Well, they pretty much knocked everybody's socks off after that, man. Because starting with this sand, one of the first great ones of the night. I mean, many great ones tonight. Sand, it's just, they all kind of blended together, too. The sand kind of had this nice smooth jam, all four guys working together, Plasma, was just kind of staying in the rotation, obviously. Felt great coming off of that sand. A nice theme from the bottom, back on the train smoking. Sigma Oasis, guess it's time to admit, man, it's a great song, especially right now. It is one of the best songs they got going performing live, old Sigma Oasis. This is nothing new, and this felt like it was going to be a continuation of the sand Plasma, where all four guys kind of were, and then Trey finally steps out in front, kind of gets loud and starts ripping it up, and then a city's following that, and then they couldn't help themselves, had to end it with a more encore, not the more encore, a more set closer. I feel like we haven't been, more is maybe slowly starting to drift away, which is a great thing. So a very strong first set. Axilla II opening us up here in the second set, and then Soul Planet, another one. Again, I hate to admit, I don't know if I'm going to put it in the class with Sigma Oasis. Toward the end of the jam of Soul Planet, some nice tones going on, sounding really cool, but then it quickly gives way. After that, it gives way to Down with Disease, but woo, competing with the one earlier in the year this Down with Disease is going to, and it was kind of more of an extension of the Sand Sigma combined. It had its moments and then, went in a few different directions. While we didn't have these multiple big white peaks, we did right here in Ruby Waves, though. Got a big white light crescendo in the Ruby Waves jam. And then after that, they toward the end of Ruby Waves, they go back in, give us a little proper Down with Disease ending there. Ghost, you're thinking at this point, okay, it's late. We've already gotten several monsters. This was outstanding. This was great. I mean, you'd have been happy if this was your big jam of the night, I think. Most nights you're happy with one. Then we get 2 and 3 tacked on. Soul Planet, kind of half. Okay, maybe you wouldn't have been stoked if Soul Planet was your song of the night, but some nights it's happened. One night, still remnants of Soul Planet was here up there. So anyhow, Ghost delivers too. Fucking crazy. I thought we were just going to get like maybe a 7-minute token run through Ghost. But no, while the running time wasn't long, maybe 8 to 10 minutes, it had a really cool sound to it. Hood ended, they said they still weren't done. We're not going to get a Julius here. Okay, we got Mord over here. So then we get Hood right here to end the set. And sounded it didn't have quite the red and blue lights. I like that. That was a nice touch. I don't know. I don't always get too into the lights. Get too into the lights. Get too into the lights. See, I can say it. I'm just proving I can say it. I don't usually get too into the lights. Maybe that's an every time thing with Hood. They're like, yeah, no shit, dude. He's been doing that since 1993. But I really like the flickering red and blue. I saw the Fishman Ring, Sleeping Monkey, and then Free. They still weren't done. Trey was like, at the end of this, at the free jam, he's splashing in the sea, all this, it's Jersey Shore is the greatest shore. Lots of Jersey Shore references here. But no games to be played, all business for the free as well. Kind of how this got kind of weird and crazy sounded. So did this. And at the end, he said, thanks, everybody. That was fun. Well, man, thanks, Trey. That was fun. I agree, man. Right back at you, my man. That was outstanding. I like it. I liked it a lot. Boom. Woo. All right, man. I don't know. I think I like this a lot. Maybe I think the Ruby Waves, the down with the I don't know if I have a favorite. There's like 4 favorites, and then Sand is also in there. Good stuff, guys. Boom. If you were there tonight, like our friend Andrew was there, doing one night in AC. I think you got the good one.